Hi Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Welcome to your August 2023 tarot reading. I hope that you enjoy. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what the Divine has for you this month. Oh, there will be people who want to see you, Cancers. This could mean that a lot of you guys have been very private or secluded during this time or wanting to protect your peace. I don't know why. Ooh. The Sun. I like the energy that y'all starting off with. I feel like you find that it makes you happier to be a little bit private during this time too. You got the Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, the World, the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Cancer, I want to tell you to just be very mindful of people who are connected to you, that maybe you work with. If you have your own business, somebody could be trying to manipulate you, take money from your business. This could be an employee or somebody closely related to your facility or company. Be very, very careful and mindful here. It's because of the energy. I feel like it actually has nothing to do with you, but more so the placements between Mars, Venus, and it feels like this cloud of like unruly judgment where a lot of people, specifically if you've been really taking care of yourself, emotionally healing, feel the need to sabotage you, to take advantage. They want something that you have, and I also feel like there's something about you that may be a bit unobtainable to someone specifically, either a Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here, Libra, Sagittarius. You've shifted your perspective, and maybe with that you have left a lot of people or situations here. I feel like maybe you've outgrown these situations or just chosen to overall transform your life to some degree. This can be certain things that you used to do or indulge in you no longer find intriguing or passionate, but I feel like it's working out for you. I'm also seeing that there will be some extra income that comes into you this month. Some of you guys, if you've already known about somebody taking money from you and you've been waiting to hear about a refund, you're going to be receiving some good news about that within the next week and a half or so. I'm also getting here that you will need to be mindful when it comes to how passionate you are about your endeavors. You know, when you're dealing with sensitive topics, I feel like energetically there's going to be somebody who finds that your energy is a bit aggressive or overbearing to a degree, and they might try to like do something that is not in favor of you. It can be different for a lot of you guys, so be mindful. Some of you guys, this could be like a boss or somebody who is a figure like that, especially if this is something that you're dealing with urgency too. But I feel like there's going to be clarity and understanding that comes into. I would also be mindful of a lot of options that are coming into you this month. I feel like somebody wants to speak some sort of truth to you, but I also feel like there's somebody who has a passion for you, whether they're a water sign or a fire sign here. It's like they're really interested in you, but like by the 18th, I feel like there's going to be some truths about what they really are into. Some of y'all might even intuitively be feeling like this person is all about money, and I feel like you're not necessarily wrong, but there's going to be more signs, more obvious signs that come through by that time that make you aware of a situation. There's going to be offers here, another offer that's coming in, but I feel like it's more stabilized. This could be like clientele that's coming in. You could find that you're attracting a more higher end sort of energy when it comes to people and opportunities. I'm even seeing some of you guys are going up on your prices. Be careful of somebody trying to gaslight you, bamboozle you, trying to get something for lesser than during this time. I feel like it's because you seem extremely successful. Some of y'all might be dressing up towards the end of the month here, and I feel like there's something about, it's not a bad ego, but it's an ego that you have when you are dressed in a certain way. You show a sign of power is what I'll say. You show a sign of power. You have this gift for showing a sign of power. when you're well dressed here. And I feel like somebody's going to take and perceive your mannerisms as somebody that they can kind of win the hearts over. Somebody who wants you to take care of them is also coming through too. This could be a woman for some of you, my masculines out there who are watching this reading. There's a woman here. They're a fire sign or an air sign, I'm getting specifically, maybe water. This is somebody who's going to be flirting with you. They might even pretend to be like ill around you, but I feel like it's somebody who's like faking cramps or, you know, something like that. I feel like they want you to like buy them shit. But it's like real small things. That's how it starts off, but then I feel like over time, like you're dealing with somebody who might want you to get them a car. All right, so 10 of Cups. I also see there's going to be some fulfillment here once you get away from like obvious situations like that. But this fulfillment comes in, and I feel like you're reaching this sense of happiness and joy due to something that's actually happening in your career factors. It seems like the fulfillment is like you putting two minds together to get something to take off and become sensational for you or explosive or, you know, noteworthy here. But like I said, it seems to be referenced through career. I feel like love this month, you're going to be protecting your heart a lot and making sure that you're not getting taken advantage of overall. Hangman. This is also about you kind of scoping out, like playing the field in a lot of situations here, even financial obligations or offers here. I would be weary by the middle and the end of the month about any contractual agreements here. I wouldn't sign anything, even with like, when I say things like that, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult for people to necessarily know what I mean, but even like a gym membership can be some form of a contractual agreement, you guys, like as an example, you know what I mean? I'm feeling like possibly in September might be a better opportunity here because I feel like there's some sense of stuck or stillness, or there's something here about someone having something important to say or express, but they don't know how to start to begin. You know, there's something like that too. But I also feel like there's this sense of like a self-sabotaging energy. I feel like there's something here about self-neglect that you will be addressing during this time, because I feel like that's how this other energy got in. Truthfully, I feel like that's where sometimes with energy, it might not even necessarily be that you are struggling in that area. It could be where the divine is just sending you a test or a challenge here, but I feel like we're going to kind of take you from like plummeting and tanking to remembering what you need to remember as far as like your emotional stability, your spiritual guidance, you know, advice like that is going to prevent you from making a bad choice or decision, not only in love, but not to be aloof or, let's see, what's the word? I was gonna say plain dumb or like oblivious to something that could happen to you. I feel like you're definitely paying attention, concentrated, and focused on things. And I feel like the thing that's coming up is that you could also be urging yourself and maybe even making yourself a little bit anxious or nervous about situations here by being too harsh on yourself, is what I'll say. Be very mindful when it comes to the mindset, getting enough rest during this time. I also feel like Eight of Swords is often affected by the rest state too. So if you kind of balance that out, you'll have less resistance when it comes to feeling the negative effects of it. But I feel like you'll definitely be able and capable of acknowledging a few things here and maybe stopping or preventing some people from taking advantage of you in the process here. And also feeling good because you called out a situation, you've used your intuition, you trusted the signs that were presented to you. Ten of Swords. It's wanting to come out in the reverse, so I'm going to accept it. This is about you healing, as it's clarifying the Sun. This is you healing situations that are coming to the forefront to be resolved in August. I also feel like this is like a summary of what's going to be happening for you. You could be healing from somebody who's trying to sabotage you, manipulate you. I feel like their plan comes to the surface maybe before they have the time to really strike how they want to. And while you might be emotionally affected, you're able to come to peace with it, but it doesn't mean that this person is not going to be combative. This could be a friend or a lover here that I'm picking up on. I say friend because Two of Cups, sometimes I don't necessarily get love unless it's with the lovers. But I feel like this is like somebody that's in your close circle. This could be somebody that you're like casually connected to or something like that. Maybe you guys have the same friend group. Wow, this person might be the person that's trying to take from you too. After you've kind of made a choice to open up to this person. I feel like you don't necessarily express a lot during this time, Cancer. It's the lovers. Pillow talking might get you in trouble in the beginning of the month is what I'm going to say. Just be very mindful and careful of who you're connected to. I only say that because I feel like somebody is a strategist. And I feel like this person is going to use what they know about you at the right time. And it's also showing that this person kind of... It's the truth. That this person's energy, I feel like you'll have to be very honest with yourself. They have affected you emotionally. This could be a short-term relationship or connection here. This might not necessarily be something like your longest relationship, okay, you guys? I'm getting here like there's also something about you healing and releasing a lot of negativity. You have to protect your family or what's yours. Maybe you have like a family business or company or something that you see potentially being passed down to a generation here that you have to secure. And I feel like it involves maybe caring for others. Maybe some of you guys are caregivers, intuitive people. Some of you guys could help people to feel happier about themselves in general. A psychiatrist or a psychologist is coming through as well. You know, you're very multifaceted. There's a lot of different energies here. And I feel like overall the common theme is that you guys help other people to a degree. And you're a very powerful person. Of course, people want to take advantage of powerful people. But I also want to tell you in this energy with the World and the Emperor, the influence that you have when it comes to your mindset is that there's a huge expansion and change and shift here. You might recognize that there are certain things that you have learned about the human condition during this time that you can't ignore. It would be unwise for you to belittle yourself in not knowing these facts about individuals and how they behave and act. And there's something about it that's going to benefit you during the second week. And it has something to do with recognizing that sometimes individuals do not care who they have to affect, hurt, get to connect with in order to get something that they want from you. If they feel like it is worth it enough, they will. You've been harmed like this before in the past, Cancer, and that's why it's coming through as a major learning lesson that you take with you, because I feel like you're going to have to use that mindset, that quick thinking to determine who's who, okay? Who's meant for you, who's not. And I feel like you have to do it very swiftly. Just like the change that's coming into you that kind of puts you in a stature where I feel like sometimes people feel like they're powerful enough to come up towards you, but they don't. Crazy enough here, this is that person's energy. Like I said, Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, trying to slow down your money, but I feel like they're doing a manipulative tactic. I'm seeing somebody go behind someone's case in their shop, take money, mess with their whole system. Be very careful with your businesses. If you've been thinking about changing locations because it's getting too hostile where you are, or the people, especially if you're focused on health. That's the messed up part about this energy, you guys. I feel like these are people here that you help that are taking advantage of you. With the blind horse and it's leaking, it's like not only do they not care about some of y'all, not everybody, take it how it resonates. You know how your karma's been lately. Just be honest with yourself here. I'm here where some of you guys might actually be getting a learning lesson from the universe, because maybe you did like have a past where it was very volatile, and maybe you did a lot of negative things to people. You know, you maybe took a lot that didn't belong to you, that type of stuff here. I feel like you are aware and have been aware for a long time that this is why you've been receiving that sort of influence in your life, right? I'm also getting here that if it's not you, there's somebody closely connected to you who had a lifestyle like this. And sometimes you feel like that energy is rubbing off on you because you're connected to them. And I don't feel like you're necessarily wrong. I also feel like there's somebody connected to this person. Oh, I'm becoming the investigative, detective ass, spying ass bitch. I just figured out who the fuck it was, not even trying to. I unlocked a new bitch. I just unlocked the power on camera. Anyway, you guys, I'm getting here that the person connected to a person who has a past like this is actually the person who might be taking something from you. So if you want to keep your energy protected from that specific person who came to mind, somebody's name starts with a Q, a C, a O. Yes. Plans gonna change real quick. But I feel like here, the more that you know about the situation, or like if you need to start somewhere to investigate, I would start with those details if you really want to like solve your own case or some shit like that. And I'm also seeing if you are like interested in like investigating stuff, maybe you like a fast lifestyle or speed chases or something like that, something crazy. I feel like that you've been wanting to do, maybe having something to do with like detecting. Some of you guys getting into the army or something like that. I feel like it's going to actually pay off. You're going to actually be looking younger, more attractive, but also your mindset is going to shift. People are going to perceive you as being much younger than what you are. That's important for you because I feel like health has been a huge important factor to you. And also your wealth has been influxing so much that you feel like this is actually the best circumstance, but it's something where your mind is actually, into it too. It's not something where you won't be unsuccessful yet unstable, Very good. Sorry about that, guys. Knight of Cups. I feel like you've been effectively working on distancing yourself from people who have crazy behavior, who don't really have realistic goals, expectations here, or you don't necessarily see things coming together with. This is in career, this is in business, this is in love. I feel like you're real short, sweet, and to the point. You don't want to waste too much of your energy on other people. I feel like for those of you who are even like partiers, you go out maybe socially, maybe you do it or you're going to be considering doing some sort of event or attending some sort of event to get your business off the ground, or maybe to socially connect with people here. I'm seeing like somebody really being the life of the party, something working out for you, but also I feel like you're going to come with the energy that's able to clear out some bad vibes, specifically from a Leo or Aries energy here. There might be somebody at the bar who doesn't necessarily favor you, but I'm seeing somebody being Whitney Houston at the BET Awards fucked up at her, when she was giving her speech. That's how y'all gonna be. That's how y'all gonna have to, and you know how she got interrupted? That's what it feel like. Somebody gonna be shut down in your energy real quick, okay? And I feel like they just can't mess with your vibe because you need something energetically in this energy. I feel Cancer. With you being distant from a lot of people, discreet, I feel like that's not something that you often do, but I feel like it's something that you've needed to do for preventative measures, or maybe you've been working on something that's really important. I'm also seeing it's been affecting your love life, or if you are connected with somebody, like you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or something like that, or a husband or a wife, somebody feel like you ain't been connecting with them lately. And if you had painted your toes red recently, I don't know what the fuck the color red is, but somebody's toenails is red, and I feel like somebody, lover, got real worried that they was over there sleeping in somebody else's soak sheets because you've been so distant. They could have felt like you was lying. You might need to stabilize this, work on this, you know, depending on how connected y'all are. Maybe show them a check, show them how hard you've been working. I don't know, show them your work. You might have to check the work, you guys. And if somebody don't have no work to show, you know what they was doing. Because there's a huge mind your damn business over this energy. Somebody real private and don't want to tell you something. So you better check them. Check them. Some of y'all gonna be leaving. I'm just a shuffler. King of Cups here. You're going to be extremely emotionally fulfilled as you feel you are successful. So the more stabilized you feel financially here, we see this connection to you feeling stable, healthy. I also feel here that there's something about you wanting to get back to a certain place. Some of you guys could have felt like you were the strongest at one point in your life. I don't feel like this is a physicality thing. I feel like this is more of like at a time in your life wherever you were. But I feel like you actually have the opportunity here to be a stronger person. Just don't resist the energy here. But I also feel like there's people trying to create climatic energy around you. Like, intentionally. Why is it here? 6 of Wands. Why is it here? King of Swords. It's an air sign and the 4 of Swords. So because you have peace and you're at peace with the situation that maybe you closed, you put an ending to, there was some sort of ending, whoever did it, after some sort of argument here, I feel like somebody wants to cause you a little bit of problems or give you some sort of problem, like make something feel burdensome to you or for you. This could be somebody trying to call you under like different numbers, impersonating people. Maybe even this person might try to create some drama between you and a woman. I was saying a girl, but a woman. They might try to call and pretend to be somebody else. Be careful. Maybe screen your calls. 3 of Swords. Ooh, this could have been a past lover that you were connected to that they know about. They might try to impersonate them or have somebody else impersonate the situation to make the situation worse. Don't be influenced by this, because I feel like there's somebody who's actively like not worried about a situation, living their life. And with this 3 of Swords here, there seems to be some concerns. Some of y'all might have some health concerns that come up. Maybe you go to the doctor here. And I'm seeing somebody really heavily think about the afterlife after getting their blood pressure or their heart checked or something like that. But I'm feeling like you could, like I said, I was seeing somebody do that Mr. Incredible shit. You remember how he got real fine on Mrs. Incredible and she had to go out in the world looking for that motherfucker before she even got her opportunity? Had it not been for him jacking up how he did, we would not have had Mrs. Incredible over there doing her thing and the Incredibles too. So just think about it like that, okay? You have a bigger influence than you know. Just keep that in mind. For somebody to be sweating a situation like this feels like a friend that lost a friend, and it feels like a male and male situation or a female and male situation here, but solely friends. My heart just started feeling heavy when I said that. Okay, somebody could have really felt emotionally down about the situation, but then they had to move forward. Because you started to see something about this situation. That life was starting to get better as you got away from this person. Things started progressing for you. And I also feel like chances. There's something about you feeling like your chances improving in life or seeing obvious signs of it that you just can't ignore. Feeling like you are actually the star of your own life. Like maybe you felt like you started gaining a lot more success and stature in life unexpectedly after this situation fizzled out. But I feel here, man, there's somebody who really is pressed. there's somebody that they might have thought that you forgot about them just because they want to be remembered so damn bad, trying to really pop up and like cause drama, strife. If you in the last 3 months, if you've been posting a lot of stuff on your social media, or if you was about somebody within the last 3 months and you was really, really going for this person in a heavy way, if they got like a sibling related to, like that, I feel like it's somebody's sibling who might even cause drama too, and then they might try to write on your stuff and shit. Your social medias might get hacked. Protect all your stuff. And I'm also seeing some of y'all just going into straight, what is that, pandemonium? Where like you are like instantly successful and you have like a huge life altering and it affects your ego. But I feel like it's not really something that you can control. It's just something that happens. Damn. Be mindful of that. It's great when people are able to take care of themselves and gain that success and stature. I'm not going to hold you there. And I feel like you know that, you guys. I feel like there's just a situation here where sometimes you got to make sure you got the right protocols to handle this. Like, if you know after experiencing a slight surge of influence kind of affected you, get you like a therapist. Make sure that you have some sort of health plan and check for yourself so that you don't necessarily have to fixate or focus so much on the negative aspects without having some sort of assistance or guidance here. Because I feel like it's actually energies affecting you. I was going to say, I don't know, I'm going to just say it. I don't know who it might resonate with. I saw something about maybe an energetically manipulation by another person here. It could be an Aquarius, all right, or a Scorpio energy that's connected to that. So be very careful. Pisces energy could be related to that too. Be mindful and protect your energy during this time. I'm also seeing a lot of you guys having a lot of success for yourself. But also there's like a huge pit that comes with a lot of this stuff too that you could actually alleviate, all right? Doing some meditative work, or somebody's going to encourage you to do some meditative work. It's like breath work. Breath work is incredible, but it's something the first few times you might not feel an effect. Maybe I need to tell you that so you doing it right. You might not necessarily feel an effect at first, or you might feel like it's boring, or your mind won't necessarily go to this calm or this blank space. But eventually you will notice that it'll happen, it'll occur, you'll feel the connection. Sometimes you might even notice like a sign that you're connected is like seeing colors, being able to see like bright white lights and stuff like that can also be a sign too, okay? Just letting you know. Also, I'm seeing somebody here who might need to prevent themselves from like having nosebleeds or something like that. Breath work would actually help you too. Standing on your head every day for a little bit will help, or like if you can't stand on your head, maybe lean off of a couch or something and then start that way. But eventually your body will just naturally gain the strength the more that you do it. So you might be able to start standing on your head too, which is a form of flexibility. That could have been what I was picking up on too. Some of y'all might have wanted to learn how to do a handstand or something. That's how I learned. It actually happened like that too. So what advice do you have for the Cancers this month? Great. I love to see the confirmation here. Healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. I like this energy for you. I also feel like you're going to be a little bit upset or let down, but it's for your highest good. There's going to be things that you have to stop taking care of. And I feel like it's actually going to be taken care of for you, or You know, there's already something that's happening or in the works here, but it's overall for your comfort. I promise you. I was feeling it when I was reading that card. I kept seeing it happen, but I felt your rejection energetically, and I saw it too, and how it was affecting your mind. So just know, like, you might have come here to just hear, like, this is actually something that's meant to happen, even if you don't necessarily want it to, okay? Change. I like it. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. This is related back to that King of Wands energy where I was picking up on either you having a past or somebody around you having a crazy past that like really affected them here. This is talking about that transformation and why you might be feeling like, you know, sometimes you go 10 steps forward to then just jump back to like 9 steps back, you know, that type of stuff. But I feel like overall what's going to happen is you're going to recognize where you can resolve these matters, heal these issues, gain stability in parts of yourself. I feel like the knowledge is going to be acted on more often during this time. But I also feel like, you know, for some of you, truthfully, you're going to have to rip away like patterned, old, outdated ways of thinking. But it comes from the people that you're surrounded around. I feel like some of these energies have maybe even modernized your speech or changed your speech patterns, but the thing that they're wanting is very similar. And maybe you've even changed up a friend group, but there's still that commonality between that prior one and this one that is affecting you. It's this influence of ever so slightly feeling like you're being taken advantage of, maybe feeling like you've had to heal a lot of these situations, resolve them. You know, it feels like a friend is almost a family member, the way that you've cared for them or bonded with them. But I also feel like with something that has recently occurred, you are heavily sure now that you don't want to be taken advantage of or have a friend like that be sacrificed again in your life, or that effect, because I feel like it's been happening a lot, okay? So that was your message, Cancers. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have your energy here for next time. Don't forget to check your other placements, and I will talk to you later. Bye.